What is up, guys? Welcome back to our second episode of this little reading series that I'm doing. So, today I got something a little bit different for you guys. I'm going to be sharing my testimony and just a little bit about my life so you guys can understand where I'm coming from and just kind of see how God's plan works out in people's lives. And before I start, I want to go over how powerful a testimony is. A testimony is very, very powerful, and obviously, in sharing our faith with people and sharing the gospel, we not only are living examples of the gospel, but our testimony that we share is also very important. And no matter how big of an event or anything that happened in your testimony does not make it less valuable than others. Like some people, they had severe depression or anxiety and stuff like that, and it got cured or taken away, or they heard God literally talking to them, or some crazy event. And I'm here to tell you guys that it doesn't need to be that way for your testimony to be powerful. It's going to be powerful regardless. I'm going to share my testimony. So basically, I knew about God growing up. I didn't grow up in a Christian household, but I knew of this guy named God. And I obviously had a hole in my heart, a Jesus-sized hole in my heart that I was trying to fit everything of the world inside of, and especially lust and relationships, and just trying to fill this Jesus-sized hole in my heart with these things and girls, and it never satisfied. I was always let down by the world. The world continued to let me down time after time, and basically I was going to go to college for track, and my senior season, very early on, I previously, the year before, set the school record for the 100-meter dash. I ended up tearing my hamstring the second track meet of my senior season, and it was very, very upsetting for me. I had all these big plans, and um, was going to re-break my school record and set another one for a different race. And then, yeah, I just came out, and it just felt like somebody shot me in the back of the leg, and it was very painful. And then I'm just lying there on the track, and I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, this is it for me. It's over. And after I got away from the track and we left the meet and got back home, I was on crutches for the rest of the weekend, and then it was very hard for me to walk from the next 8 weeks. It got better over time, and I went to physical therapy, and basically I was going to go to college for track. That was the goal. That was the plan that I had in mind to do. And after that injury, I kind of knew that it was over for me in terms of going to college for track. And I just kept thinking to myself, like, all these what ifs, like, man, what if I would have broke my records? What if I would have did this, this, and that? And like all these what ifs just bogged me down. And again, at this time, I knew of God, but I didn't know God at all. And I didn't really want anything to do with him at that point in time. And so I was luckily able to finish the track season, and I was point zero 0.01 seconds off making it to state. So God bless, was able to, come back my senior season, at least get a few races in. But anyways, the point of this is I tore my hamstring and was not able to go to college for track, so I ended up looking into Missouri State, and that's currently where I'm going to college for. And at the time, obviously, I was not thinking this, but I kind of already believed everything happened for a reason, but I just didn't tie it to God. I ended up going to Missouri State for college, met all these amazing friends down there. Like, God bless the people that I met down there in the community I have. Ended up giving my life to Christ, and in the moment of tearing my hamstring, I'm not thinking that, oh, now I'm going to a different college, and now this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. It's so hard to see positive outcomes and the future when you're so bogged down and in the midst of suffering, and it's so hard to see that. And, that's what's so important about God's plan, is just trusting that his plan for you is going to come to fruition, and whatever plan you have for yourself is so small compared to God's, and God's plan for you is so powerful, and it grants you protection. And so yeah, I had no idea. Like obviously I was so upset about my hamstring tearing. I'm like, dude, this sucks. This is it for me. And little did I know, in God's plan, I was meant to tear my hamstring, go to a different college, and gave my life to him. It was all part of his plan, and it's just like it's such a beautiful thing. And I just encourage you guys that no matter what you're going through, good or bad, is that you have faith in God, and that his plan is far greater than whatever you had planned for yourself. And it's just so important to trust in that, and nothing goes to how the timing that we want it. Us humans, it's very hard to be patient, and God's timing is all about patience, and his timing is perfect, absolutely perfect. And he planned your whole life out. He knows everything that's going to happen in your life, and you have to trust that he's looking out for you, and that you might be going through suffering, but through suffering we gain so much, and that's so powerful. And yeah, like my whole time before giving my life to Christ, I just tried to fill this Jesus-sized hole in my heart with things that the world had to offer, and it always let me down, always. And I'm here to tell you that Jesus has not let me down once at all, and that's again, it's so beautiful. And I just encourage you guys to just trust in his plan seriously, and just know that he has the best intentions for you. We are his children. We're very, very important to him. So if you ever find yourself feeling like nobody cares about you, and nobody sees you for yourself and loves you, I encourage you to know that God loves you very much, and he knows the amount of hairs on your head to every little thing about you, and that when you feel like you have nobody, you have God, and he cares about you so much. And yeah, so that's a little bit of my testimony. Again, you don't have to have some crazy event to have a powerful testimony. And I ended up going to a different college and meeting amazing friends in a Christian community, and then gave my life to them. And I never would have thought that, lying there on the track after I tore my hamstring. Never would have thought that. So yeah, that's my testimony. Again, I encourage you guys, just trust in God's plan, trust in his timing, be patient. And yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned for next episode. I'm probably going to be posting around once a week is kind of the goal here. And yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later.